James Hetfield, a guitarist, had a constant desire to surpass himself. Few metal guitarists could aspire to equal what James Hetfield has contributed to the instrument. Hetfield has set the model for what every metal guitarist should sound like throughout Metallica's history by fusing a punk aesthetic with heavy metal grandeur. He has a ripping tone and knows when to bring it down to delicate fingerpicked portions. Hetfield still prostrates himself at the altar of this evil guitar hero, despite the fact that he occasionally shows off his skills, but Hetfield's taste extends beyond the sounds of metal. When asked about his main influences, he cites the Ramones as the source of his initial motivation as a rhythm guitarist. He believed that the band's sound was more tightly knit thanks to Johnny Ramone's unrelenting downstrokes than that of any other punk band. Hetfield listened to what bassist Cliff Burton was listening to at the time as he worked out various melodic parts. Despite being a proponent of all things metal, Hetfield would freely admit to enjoying some country music, specifically Waylon Jennings, and singing a cover of the Lynyrd Skynyrd song Tuesday's Gone. But Hetfield learned his trade from Black Sabbath's Tony Iommi, just like all metal badasses do. Iommi's riffs, which bent the strings and produced songs like Children of the Grave and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, transformed the band, which had been founded as a blues band initially, into something that went beyond conventional hard rock. Hetfield told SiriusXM, all of it stems from Tony Iommi, when asked about his sources of inspiration. Hetfield still feels as though he is constantly attempting to steal more from Iommi. I still want to surpass him. I know I'll never succeed, but I'll keep trying, guy. As a result, he and his motivation for me are largely responsible. Even though Metallica has established themselves as one of the best thrash metal bands, they have used parts of Sabbath's songs more than a few times. Despite the overwhelming dread of the song For Whom the Bell Tolls, the signature lick that joins the many verses has a lot in common with the concluding guitar solos in the song Fairies Wear Boots from Sabbath's Paranoid. Even if the band was unable to match Sabbath's ferocity, Hetfield made up for it with the persistent rage of their lyrics, transforming songs like Master of Puppets into huge exercises that require the power of Hercules to execute. To their credit, the group showed signs of having picked up certain Sabbath-inspired tactics on their later records, tuning the guitar down a few steps to get a harsher sound on songs like The Thing That Should Not Be. However, when the band toured with Ozzy Osbourne to promote Ride the Lightning, they had the opportunity to express their gratitude to the group that helped form them. Metallica was delighted to be working with Ozzy Osbourne, the leader responsible for some of the strongest riffs the metal world has ever heard, despite Osbourne's claims that the thrash veterans always blasted him off the stage.